Turn, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wilson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wilson on second down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Owens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he over shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
380! Gun. Gotta go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Four down. Tempo. 18. Tempo. 14.
From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Allen. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He leaves this one for Howard. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Wilson. It's complete to Fuller, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Run left, run left.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Allen. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Powerful running. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there in the game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On play action, Allen. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He completes it to Bryant. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Hey, we got four down. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2.
14. 12.
Now Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch him now, Barney. Hey, they're scared. Detroit!
On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come out here in the eye. On third and goal, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4.
14. Shotgun. Got it. Gun. 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half, you know?
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
14. Tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Go 14. Go 14. Go. Where? 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Run left. Good.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Being chased. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for